To install Raspberry Pi on VirtualBox, we need to download VirtualBox and Raspberry Pi image file. So let's start now. We will go on Chrome. So go on the official website of VirtualBox. So you can see various package over here. VirtualBox version 6.1.14 platform package. So if your host is Windows, then you just download the first one. If your host is MacBook, download this package. If your host is Linux based system, download this. If you have a Solaris based OS, just download this. So I'll be using Windows host. I'll be downloading the VirtualBox 6.1.14. Also, I will download the Raspberry Pi for desktop. Just type Raspberry Pi desktop and go on the official website of Raspberry Pi. You will see here a Debian Buster with Raspberry Pi desktop. So this is the version February 2020 and release date is this, and is something kernel version is 4.19. So click on download ISO file. So this can be used to install Raspberry Pi desktop on Windows machine as well as MacBook. So it's downloading all the software. Both the files are downloaded, just keep in some folder where you can easily access them. So I have kept in C drive Raspberry Pi folder. Now we'll start the installation for the VirtualBox. Just run this. It will start installing the VirtualBox on your machine. I will choose a default location. You can choose based on your disk space or the location you can choose. It will take few minutes to complete this setup. So once the setup is completed, we'll click on finish and then open the VirtualBox. So currently here there is no machine added. You can create new machine or you can add your existing machines in this VirtualBox. So I'll be creating new virtual hard disk. We have to give the valid name of the machine, which is a Raspberry Pi VM we have given over here, and we also have to select the machine folder name. So we have selected C drive Raspberry Pi. Type of the host OS you are using, you need to give that details. So in my case it's a Microsoft Windows. In some case it might be others like MacBook or Mac OS, Linux, others. So select appropriate base OS, host OS, and then the version of the OS. So currently it's a Windows 10 64-bit for me. It could be different for you. Select appropriate version. So here is the memory size recommendation for it. So currently it's allocated 2 GB of memory size, but you can increase or decrease based on your requirement. And then click on the create. Choose the option from here, create a virtual hard disk now. So give the location of the virtual file location where your virtual disk will be stored, and you have to give the size of the um, virtual hard disk. So I recommend to give at least minimum. These are the recommended setting from the VirtualBox, but based on your machine you can set up. So I would recommend to give at least 15 to 20 GB of space. So I'm giving just 15 GB over here, and then select the VDI VirtualBox disk image. We have to choose this option because we are using Raspberry Pi image, and then create. So this will create the Raspberry Pi VM over here. Now we'll launch this VM. It will ask you the path of the image file. So we have to give the image file path which we have downloaded, right? So just click on over here, add, give the path C drive, and this is our 2020-0212 RDP x86 32-bit Buster image file for Raspberry Pi. So we'll select this and then choose and then start. So it will ask you to install Raspberry Pi. So it will give you multiple option, whether you have to give a graphical install option or you just a normal install option. So we can use the graphical install option and we'll click enter. It will ask you to choose the language, which language you want to use. So I'll give the British English, which is already default. I'll say continue. So it will ask for the partition details. So you will use guided use entire disk, guided use entire disk, and set LVM. So these are the multiple option for the partition disk which you can use. So you can continue with the default option and then select the partition disk. So now it is giving option like all files in Word partition. So we'll continue with the default option, and it is asking us to confirm that finish partition and write changes to the disk, and we'll select this option and then continue. Here it is asking us to confirm again, write the change to disk. We'll say yes and we'll say continue. It will take some time installing. So it's copying the data to the disk. It is configuring the package manager now. Now it's installing the GRUB bootloader. So it is asking like whether we have to install the GRUB bootloader, which is your Grand Unified bootloader on the disk or not. It is asking for that. So you just need to say yes and continue. And then you have to give the location of the starting point of your GRUB bootloader. So or master bootloader path. So you just select the path of your disk and say continue. So now it is finishing the installation. So the installation is completed. So it's time to boot your new system. So we'll say continue. Now it is removing the live packages. So it's cleaning that installation now. So it's rebooting your Raspberry Pi now. And this is the first time it's rebooting. It will ask you this option. So you just select the first option. So it's rebooting now. Welcome to Raspberry Pi desktop. So this is the desktop. And this is the welcome note come. Welcome to the Raspberry Pi desktop. And this is your IP address of your Raspberry Pi. It is using the 10.2 10.0.2.15 as the IP, and it is asking you to set the if you want to change the country, location or time zone. So you can select that. So I'll say India. And then language English. Then time zone Kolkata, and then next. So it will set the location and time for your Raspberry Pi OS. Now it is asking for you to provide the user password. Set the user password for the Pi user. Pi is the super user, you can say it's a default user. So you can set the password for that and say next. It will ask for the update the software on the Raspberry Pi, but this time we'll say skip. Now it's saying setup completed. Do you want to restart or restart later? I'll say restart. So it is again restarting your Raspberry Pi. Select the Debian GNU Linux. So this is the menu bar for that. Start menu bar, you can say, similar to the Windows. where you can install, you can see what is the programming language installed on that, and you can have a preferences also. You can have a Raspberry Pi configurations where you want to change the host name. You can change, you can enable the splash screen, which is auto login for Raspberry Pi user, and you can also enable the CLI for that. So if you enable the CLI, you can connect to this Raspberry Pi from outside from your host. So using PuTTY or WinSCP, I'll say OK. So this is the terminal window for that. You can run terminal commands to update your PI. Sudo apt get update for update your Raspberry Pi if you want to update. So there is another command also, which is apt get upgrade. You have to give sudo. So it will upgrade your Raspberry Pi. So what is the difference between apt get update and apt get upgrade? So a update will resynchronize the packages index. Okay, so it will resynchronize, and you will see the package list in the /etc /apt sources.list file. And apt get upgrade will upgrade and install the newest version of the packages if there is any available packages are there. Okay, so it will ask you yes. So currently you can upgrading your Raspberry Pi. In the meantime, you see that this is the network signal and it says ETH0 configured, which is your IP, which is showing 10.0.2.15, which is your default IP address. Okay, so it's 89% is completed. So before installing any software, I would recommend you to upgrade your Raspberry Pi. So it is bringing all the packages and extracting the templates for the packages now. Unpacking and preparing the packages. You can see a Python also packages there. So various packages are preparing and unpacking. This so OpenJDK, all these packages which is there, it is upgrading them. All these packages, what are the latest version available for all these packages, it is updating for Python or JDK or what are the packages installed, right? So it will upgrade them. So your machine is updated. It says desktop has been updated. To apply, OK. So your Raspberry Pi is upgraded successfully now. We'll close this state. So you can go here. You can shut down, or there is option where you can close it, and there is option like you want to power off the machine or save the machine status. I will say save the machine status. This concludes the demo for the Raspberry Pi installation on VirtualBox. In the next video, I will show you how to install various software using Raspberry Pi terminal. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos.